Hello. In this video, I'll guide you through the process of submitting your PMP application with Project Management Institute, that is PMI. So, whether you are a seasoned project manager or just starting your journey, this step-by-step tutorial will help you navigate the application process seamlessly. So first thing first, let's register on PMI website. Open your web browser and go to pmi.org. Once you are there, click on register button and fill all the required information. Make sure to use a valid email address as this will be your primary point of communication with PMI. Then remember to create a strong password and make a note of your login credential for future references. You need to fill in all these details, and once you have done it, then go to the end of the page and click on create account. So once you hit create account button, you will get this pop-up message saying you need to enter your verification code, which you will receive on the email that you used to register your account over here. So let's navigate to our email account and we'll see there is a secret code. You just need to copy this code from here and put it into the box provided. Then hit submit button. Once you do that, and it will redirect you to this page. So over here, click on go to PMI homepage. And at homepage, you will see your name on the right side. Click on this drop down menu and select certification from there and let it load. Once it's loaded, click on this certification option here, and on there you will see certifications again. So select PMP from there, Project Management Professional. Once you click on it, it will take you to the page specific for Project Management Professional PMP examination. On here, you will find all the information like what is your eligibility or prerequisite for PMP examination, or what are the benefits of taking PMP. I would highly recommend just reviewing all these things over here. Once you have reviewed it, or just go through it once. Once you have reviewed it, click on apply now for your PMP. Once you click on this button, it will take you to the application for your PMP examination. So just note over here, we are not making any payment as yet. You will need to make the payment or pay the fee for examination once your application is approved. So we are not spending any money so far. So on this page, you will see 3 sections for your PMP application. First, education, then experience, and third, your exam details. So education and experience are very much aligned to the PMP application eligibility criteria or the prerequisite. So for education, you need to put in the highest level of education that you have attained as an academic education over here. So just remember, depending on your level or the highest level of education that you have, the requirement for your professional experience will vary. For example, if you have high school diploma or just secondary education, then you need to have 60 months of project management experience. Or if you have bachelor degrees or higher level of education than that, then you just need 36 months of experience managing different projects. So let's get started and fill in details for your education. So first part of this is academic education. So for academic education, select this drop down, and from here you can select the appropriate level of your education. So I'll select bachelor degree and then the year from which I attended, the start of the year, and then when it ended or when I completed that degree or my education. And then where was the institute, the country or the region of the institution, and then you can name the name of the institution. So then once you fill in the name of the institution, it will ask you the field of study. It could be accounting, it could be engineering, it could be anything related, construction, computer science. So fill in the field of your study. So over here, once you will save the education, you will see like on the right side, you will see a green check mark against your academic education, which means you have satisfied this requirement for PMI for giving your PMP examination. So second part of your education is your professional education, which aligns with the any contact hours or professional development units that you took or professional training that you took for your PMP examination. So another requirement for your PMP, for giving a PMP exam, is either you are a CAPM or you have 35 qualifying hours as a professional development hours. So in here, so that for that matter, this course, the boot camp will satisfy these 35 hours for you. So for this one, think project management as your provider and put the course detail as PMI PMP certification boot camp, and then put the course's date from the starting date, for example, in January 2024, and the end date will be in January as well. You don't have to give specific dates, it's just the months. So let's put these dates in here. Then it's like qualifying hour. So this boot camp will qualify you for 35 hours. So let's put in there 35 hours. So as you see on the right side, it says just 0 of the 35 hours. But once you save this education over here, it will check mark this requirement as well. Meaning you have satisfactorily achieved the education requirement for PMP exam. If you are not satisfied with what you enter, you can always remove education, or you can click on edit education and make those changes as well. And then save again. Don't forget to save the details. Okay, so that's what we have for this section 1, which is education. Then we will move to the section 2, which is experience. So now this is a little typical part about the experience, like putting your job description, project objective, explaining how you manage the project. And the very important part over here is like use the terminology which is used in actual project management, like key stakeholders, stakeholder registers, risk registers, project management plans. So try to use that terminology as much as possible over here. So it will ask you to put different details for your project, for example, project detail, or what was the organization where you manage that project. And I would like to highlight one point over there is like, it does not means like you have to have a title of a project manager to put that experience in there. You could be a solution architect, you could be a finance director, anything, but it's just like you have to have managed those projects. Okay, and second thing that I would like to point out is like any 2 projects that you're putting in as part of your experience summary, ensure those are non-overlapping, meaning the project start or end date for the 2 projects should not be same. They should not be overlapping, because it's very general notion that some of our project managers do work on more than one project simultaneously. But for this application purposes, we'll be just considering non-overlapping project, because, or just like if you have an overlapping project, just add one of those projects in your application here. Okay, so now let's get started by putting in these details for your first project. So for project title, just you can add like ERP implementation or integration of ERP system with the existing other reporting systems, right? And then organization name. And then job title, let's put it project manager, okay? And then another one is functional reporting area. It's basically like the name of your department. Are you from human resources? Are you from finance? Are you from IT? Or whichever area is like, and I am from PMO, so I'm putting here PMO. Okay, so organization primary focus is basically the industry of your organization. What is the main focus of your organization? It could be a finance services if your company is like accounting or auditing firm, or healthcare, information technology. So depending on your industry of your organization, you can select from here. Let's select financial services from here, and then approach or methodology. So this is relevant to basically like what type of project management approach or methodology did you use? Was it traditional or waterfall? Was it agile or hybrid? So let's select from here traditional, and then project team size could be 5, 10, whatever was the team size of that, and next point is like project budget. So project budget just ensure it is in USD. You can't select any other currency from here. So over here, it will give you different options. And if you go to the down below here, it will say classified, which means for some of the organization, you can't disclose the project budget. That's a sensitive or classified information. So for that, you can always select classified over here, and that's acceptable PMI. But if you know the budget and it's not a classified information, you can select from the options here. So let's select up to 1 million budget. Okay, perfect. Now let's go to the project dates, and I'll reiterate it like these dates should not be overlapping with any other projects that you will be putting in here. So let's put it project dates, and with dates, they are just referring to the months of the project start date. No need to put in exact dates in there. Okay, so let's put January here, and we'll put 2021, or let's put 2023 here, and we'll say January to 2024. So if that project is still ongoing, you can always select in progress, and that will grade out the project end date. So that's another option that you can select if the project is still in progress. But we have a project ongoing, so it has ended, so we'll put it here 2024. Okay, so and then you will put the project description in here, and you can always refer to the template or the sample file that I provided you to get the keywords that you need in to put it in your project. Just ensure like your description is between 200 to 500 words. Don't make it too short, don't make it too long, because somebody has to review your answer. So just be careful about that, and ensure that your project description has the keywords pertaining to the approach that you selected over here. Right, so if you have used agile methodology, just ensure like you have input over there, like something like sprint, something like releases, something like iterations, incremental, or like there was a change request, adaptive methodologies, and less documentation, focus on less documentation. So, and if it's a traditional methodology, just ensure you have like stakeholder register, risk register, planning, and then monitoring and control features like this. So just have your keywords or terminology customized to your approach and methodology that you use. So add as much terminology related to PMI as possible. And then once you have done it, right, and once you have taken care of your project description, click on saved experience over here. And PMI, what it does, it will tell you like what duration it will count towards your experience summary, right? So it is like 13 months of 36 months you have already cleared using this thing, right? And if you have to add, and you need to add one more project because you are still you still haven't completed or satisfied this requirement, you need to add some additional experience. So click on add additional experience from here and fill in all the details that are relevant to your second project. And just ensure again these dates over here are not overlapping with your first project. Once you are done and added all the information here, click on save experience. And if you need to go back and edit your previous experience, you can always click on either remove experience in case you need to remove your previous projects, or go to edit experience over here. And once you have made the changes, make sure you click on save experience from here. And once you have input all your experiences, you will see a green check mark over here next to 36 months, applying that you satisfy this requirement as well. Once you're satisfied with this information, review it once more, then click on continue to exam details. So it will take you to the details for the exams, like where you would like to take the exam, which country, what is your citizenship, what is your address, what is your identification. So it is basically more linked to your personal details. So let's get started with the third section of your PMP application, which is exam details. So over here, it will first ask you like where you intend to take exam. So put it here like your country. which country you are citizen of. So I selected Canada again. Okay, and just ensure it will give you an option here. It will give you a pop-up here like providing false information will result in inability to test and may expose you to disciplinary action or prosecution. Because whatever information you will provide here on the day of your exam, you will carry your identity cards where your identification, they will like verify your identification during the exam as well. Okay, once you have done that, go to the second section, which is called identification. Put your legal name, put it correct, put it your last name here, put your first name here. Middle name is optional, or if you have middle name, you can put it. If not, then you can just skip through it. Then it is like address. Your address is ensure that you put it correct, because this is where you will receive your any communication from PMI. So Canada, and then put the details of your address. Okay, once you have done it, click on like save. Ensure you are saving the application as you're progressing, because if for some matter you are not able to submit your application in one go, if you have saved your application, your whatever data you have input, it won't be lost, it will be saved for you, so you don't have to redo your work again. Okay, and then there's an email address is the same one that you use to register. You can edit it from here and provide your phone number as well. The third one here is like name on the certificate. So name is like always, I will always recommend putting your legal name over there, so it is a name that will appear on your certificate. And then save your name. The next section is about the exam accommodation, like depending on like if you need some special arrangements. So you, depending on your like on your case, you can select one of these radio button in case you need special arrangements or if you don't need the special arrangements. Once you have completed the whole application, now you are ready to submit your final step, which is submitting your application. So I agree to the terms and agreements. Click on this link and read through what are the terms and conditions. Once you have done it, click on this checkbox, and all the information that I have provided is accurate and complete. And submit your application. Voila! Congratulations, you are one step near to getting PMP certification done. So congratulations, you have successfully submitted your PMP application, and now just wait for 4 to 5 days until you receive information from PMI on your registered email address. You will receive like it was either accepted or rejected, or you might receive something regarding if you are audited or not. And during this process, if you have any question, you will see here need help, which is available 24 hours. You can always chat with this option over here, or feel free to reach out to me at info@thinkprojectmanagement.com. Thank you so much, and congratulations and good luck for your examination. Thank you.